Hi, welcome back once again to the course Modeling of Digital Service. In previous video, we managed to create the content or the front page sessions. And then let's quickly go over that one, and then we will look at today's what we are about to do. So basically, this is what we've been able to create. We've been able to create a complete, let's see, I think my browser might be not 100%, so let's put it 100%, yep. As you can see here, from here we've created like, I may have to check my font again, but yeah, we managed to create this. And now we've added all the sessions, as you can see from here. There's no event at this point, but other than that, we've added everything there is that we need here. Not too much interaction yet. We will start to add interactions once we've created the necessary pages. I need to also check these few small things, but other than that, this is working perfectly. If we look at the desktop one or the laptop, this is how it looks. And then if we also look at the portrait tablet, it's also looking good. Everything well arranged like that. And then we have the phone version, also well arranged. So now we can, if we go back here to our Jira, the current sprint, so we were working on this, which is it used to be here on the time, which is create landing page sessions, which we've done that. So once we are done, we simply move it back to in testing. In this case, let's assume that we've tested it, like we just went through this, so we can assume that we've done the testing and everything seems to be there. So based on that, we can go back to our and then move this to done. Now we are going to start with the footer, and there we've now moved it to in progress. And according to the ticket, we need to have like was it 3 sessions or 4 sessions actually, and these are the content of each of the sessions. If we actually also basically look at the actual website, we can see that we have 4 sessions here, and that's what we're going to try to do. Here there is a logo. Let's see if we can just save that and then use it. Okay, so let's first check. I think the footer has a, let's see the width of it. So the height is 259 of the footer. So let's go quickly and do justice to that. Okay, so we will need to create that as a component, since the footer is common on every page. That is, it's the same, so we need to do it here. So we can then click add, and then we will just put footer English, for example. And then we can start with the, at least the can use this kind of boxes. So 1920, and let's not put it this way, and here will be 2 250, if I remember. It was 250 something, so 259. So let's put it as 260. So 260, and then okay. So once if you select this one, it's always going to calculate one of them. So we will unlock that one and then push this to be 1920. Good. And then in this case we will put this as white as well. So that is the footer. And then again, let's quickly do something here. So if I put this and I go back here, see that line, which the grade we saw is not visible. But if I probably, let's see, on the same page actually. So if you lock it, then if you go to the any dynamic page, dynamic part, then it should be visible. So mostly these are something that is better to use, also good to use to guide you. So if we look at it carefully, we will realize that the footer is not completely starting from the end. So we need that section to be there, and already we define it when we started the size. So this is actually supposed to be 160. I think 160 like that. So let's go quickly to our components, footer, and then you can drag this from here all the way to 160 like that. And if you right click and lock it, that means that if you have a dynamic panel, it will be visible every time you need it. And then the other end of it is we have this one, which is actually supposed to be here 1760. So if we again go back to our footer here, we can also drag this all the way to, we need even more. $1,760. If we just zoom in a little bit so we see everything. Actually, so here, did I do something? Yeah, this is it. So we have this space and that space over there to use. Let me just increase it a little bit. So yep. And then this should be divided into 4. So let's try to see if we put it like, let's just place them for now anywhere, and then we will see. Okay, so we have there. Then we can actually leave some space there like that. Maybe this should be fine. And then we have maybe here. And then I'm not actually marking this as, I'm just placing them anyhow I deem fit, but you can just divide it in a proper way. I'm just leaving this space in between like the space here, the space there, the space there. That's what I'm trying to leave out. And maybe here there is, and let's see. Okay, or just let's do it, and then if this will, of course, if after this, if you need to delete them, you can just do this and delete them or just take them out. So let's first quickly look at our logo, bring our logo on board. So this is the logo that is there. And actually maybe there should be some small space there. Oh. Let's try to be quick on this. And then we have maybe some links there, so I will, maybe even the bottom should be fine. And here I can actually select the bottom and hide the border. And I'll actually move this one here. Okay, like that. I copy this one maybe 4 times. No, not that big, so I think I need to be reasonable here. And then just delete this. And here I still need this to be a bit closer, and just so that you understand what I'm doing, I'm trying to create these 4 links there that you see here. So maybe even a bit smaller. Okay, now I can copy this maybe, was it 4 times or so. Oops. Undo. Shifts, and then you can copy that. Okay, I think the logo too seems to be a bit bigger, so let's resize it a little bit like that. Perfect. Good. And then we have, based on the ticket we have in Jira, we have this contact information, campuses, site map, and accessibility. So let's try to do that. Okay, then we have campuses, site map, and then accessibility. Okay, we can actually place all of them before. Good. And to align them, we just select these and maybe make sure the tests are here. So actually we can also ensure that there's enough space there, maybe even here or there. Perfect. Then the next will be the heading for, if we check quickly, that will be for Laria, studying Laria, and then we have 3 there, so we can actually do that quickly. I didn't check the font size, but it doesn't matter. Let's quickly place something there just so you get the point. So study in Laria. Okay, and here I'll just pick 3 of this. Oops, undo. Okay, let me just delete these things for now. I'm not sure I can copy the same thing also here. Last but not the least, maybe this went too far, a bit backwards. We can then add the social media followers. Okay, so let's put it that way. We just need only the heading. Okay, good. The last things we need to do is to add the social media icons. Let's go back straight to our libraries, and then let's say Facebook. There we go. Can I use that one? We have Twitter. We can use that one. Instagram. Okay, at least got something here. Let's see all the social media icons there. So LinkedIn and YouTube is missing there. LinkedIn, I think I'll use this one, and then YouTube. Maybe this should be enough. Okay, now we can select all of them. Make sure we take the background out of it so that we have this, and then use this one to distribute them fairly. Okay, now let's go back to here. We do have this as a link there. We can, as a last test, that says L'Oreal Showcase. So L'Oreal Showcase, missing the W. Okay, and that's the link. Let's just place this one back a little bit. Okay, so now we need to change the text here and we'll be done. But before then, let's quickly look at what was defined in the ticket as well. So here we have Twitter, for example. If we click, the link is like that. So I can copy this link, and then once I'm back here, I'll just look for that. If I even want to arrange it the same way, that seems to be first and this seems to be second. Okay, as usual, let's try to. Okay, good. Now if I click on this, I can right click and set target. So let's see. I'll just add interaction. So just click here, go to interaction and say new, and then probably we will do something like, okay, on click, open link, and in this case it's an external link, so I'll select that one and place the L'Oreal link here. There are other options here. Open in, now I want it to open in a new window or new tab, so that it could open in a separate or complete page. And then we have Facebook, similar. You can copy, come here, and then add interaction. On click, open this as an external link, and then again like that. And then we have also, let me just close these ones, Instagram. Okay, maybe I can just copy the link from here. Click, open external link, and then I'm just pasting that and setting this to open in a new tab. Then we have the link in, we copy that, on click or tab, we want to open this in an external link, and then we copy paste that one and set this to open in a new tab and close. Last but not the least is the YouTube. So if we open that, copy the link, and then we are here, click, and click or tab, open this in an external link, paste that link, and then set this to open in a new tab. Good. And then last but not the least, we do have, again, there is a link on showcase, so let's put that one somehow here. And as you can see, we had a mock-up of how we want to see it, so this is exactly what we are prototyping now. And our wireframe, if just to put it that way. So here I'll click on this and say that on click. Okay, I've seen that these have now changed to a different font size, so I might have to check it after this. But if we click and then click and say open this in an external link, again we place the link here. Option is to, we want to open this in a new tab. Good. And last, let's quickly check the actual link. So bachelor, masters, just copy one, and then we will just edit it that way. So this is so here, instead of bachelor, we'll say masters. Exchange student and trainees. So that should be the last one. Let's copy that, and then we are almost done with this footer. Okay, and let's position this a little bit. Good. And then we have the last side. Let's see what is there. So feedback, privacy policy, and service for students. So we have feedback, privacy policy, and I think if I check services for students. Services for students. So the same way we have linked these ones, if the pages for these are ready or were to be ready, then we will just link them the same way. So for now, we will say that this is okay. We don't need to do anything anymore here. We don't have the pages to link these ones, but the only thing we could do, I think that when you mouse over, there's a underline all of them. So this is a simple thing we could do quickly. So select all of them, shifts, and pick all of them up like that. Right click and go to style effect, and from here we can say that well, actually we can actually change also from here all the fonts, and maybe not 20 but maybe 18, and maybe not bold. We can change it, and that shouldn't actually be on mouse over, but it should be in this normal way. So I will actually change most of these things from here, so we don't have, okay, the font is fine, and then the size should be fine. There's a bold somewhere which I need to uncheck because we don't want this to be bold. Yeah, so this should be as simple as that, regular and 18. But what we want is that we want to underline it when we mouse over. So as you can see, it's there. And then of course the line color could be black enough. That's it. So when we mouse over, we want to see this kind of thing there. Let's close. Yeah, this is looking good. But here too, I think the fonts is not what I expect, so I will want to change it. It's not Lato. I need the area specific font, which is this one. And I don't want bold, I want regular, and maybe 20 or 18 should be fine. Let's keep it like that. Okay. Now if we preview, we won't see anything because this was created as this. To add it to a page, so we could, now we've only done the front page, so I'll just go there and say add to a page. And I'll select the, so here it says log to location in component. So I'll specify this now. So it could be, I'll just close this one. I can drag and drop when once I've done it, I'm done. But I can also quickly check all the way here. Maybe it's 4,300 at the top. So I can actually go back here, add, and then I'll just say specify only add if, okay, so here I can put 4,300 top and add. Now if we go back here, okay, let me see where it has been placed. Maybe not, it wasn't even enough. Okay, let's see, did I miscalculated it? See, should be here, but let's go back and I'll just remove it first and then add it again, so we will see. This time I will not choose anything, I'll just log it there. So if we just add it to this page and logged it. So if we go back home, so you realize that it's placed here. So how do we move it? So we will just do this and say should be unlocked somewhere. So unlock location and size, and then we should be able, let's see what might be the issue here. I hope I had that one selected. Just a second. To unlock the component, right click and then uncheck the, yeah, I think that is what I did. So let's see if I'm getting that one or I'm clicking on something else. So we need an option to, this is what I needed to uncheck. So now this is moving, and then I can move it all the way. All the way here and place it there. Good. So now, of course, if we come back to the footer, we also could decide, okay, I mean, in this case we can still do it from here. So once I've placed it from here, I can again go to the desktops mini and place it again where I want it. In this case, I also need to make sure that, let's see, I need to be able to having defined, like here we have defined the size, so I will need to do the same thing here before I get it to be responsive. But I guess you get the point. The same way we did this one is the same way we will do this one, so we don't need to spend time on that. But for now, we've been able to add it here. So this helps you to place it on the page. If there is not too much content, you can place it at the top or below. So that's the way to do it. You just add it and then unlock it, and then you'll be able to play with it. So let's quickly review what we have done now. Yep, and then if we scroll all the way down, okay, seems to be covering this one. So let's quickly check what we did. Let's go back here. This, when you have checked this one, then it always affects everything. So if we uncheck this one now and move this one here and go here and then move this one up, it won't change the position of this one. But if this is checked, then you're always going to have this kind of issue. So that's something to note or take note of. So now if I do this and go all the way down, you see the footer nicely here. And if we check the desktop one, then it's also here. I didn't arrange it, so that's why you see it here. We need to now push everything here into this one, and that's not done yet, but at least we have it here done. Yep, thanks. I hope this was also helpful for you in creating this kind of component and adding it to all pages that you need. In this case, we had only one page, but you could have added it to multiple pages in your case. Thanks once again for watching, and see you in the next video.